Good morning. Time to make the coffee. And Happy New Year, everybody. January 1st. Time to get out the new calendar and start a new no spend, low spend month. Even though I did buy something already this morning, I discovered I was out of colored printer ink. So that's something that I have to have because I do a lot of printing. I print a lot of recipes because I make my own plant-based recipe books. I have several, so I need a printer. I have plenty of black cartridges because I use those most of the time, but I was totally out on my color cartridge this morning. So anyway, today is going to be a high of 37 degrees, and the coffee I'm having this morning is pecan pie. I haven't had that in a while because I've been drinking Christmas coffees like gingerbread and holiday delight and just different things, so I thought I would go and have some pecan pie, and I like that. It's from Ollie's, and it comes in a box, and it's about $22 for 80, I think it's 80 K-cups. So I've been buying those for a long time, and I think I'm going to leave my 2 mugs out just for winter. Gnomes and snowmen, I think, are appropriate for winter decor. And we have a new, not new, but I bought 2 of these tins at Drug Mart a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I think he looks cute up there, so I'm going to leave him up there, and he's having coffee too. So alright, let's put some cream in the coffee, and I still want to use up this oat milk creamer. I do have a spare down in my basement refrigerator, and this is coffee cake. So I'm going to have some of that with my coffee, and this is almost empty. So that'll be another coffee thing out of the fridge, because I'm trying to use up what I have in the fridge. Any produce. I made some soup out of some of the chili that I made for Christmas Eve. I froze some, and then I added some other things to it, added some broth, and I made it like a chili soup, which is actually pretty good. So just trying to clean up from the old year and start the new year off on a new foot and a fresh start. So, all right, let's do a cheers. Yep, it's good with the oat milk creamer. So last night I didn't go anywhere. I didn't really do anything special. After the day spent putting up the new TV, I did a little bit of cleaning up because my living room's a mess, my kitchen table's a mess again. There's stuff all over the place, and I have to do a little bit of switching around of stuff. And also, as I'm going along, I want to do a little bit of purging, just of decor. I don't know, I may keep it in a box and just switch it out periodically, because most of what I have now I really like. I got rid of the other stuff a while ago. But I think I just have too much out on display. So some of it I'll put in a box and put up in the attic. And then when I get bored, I'll bring it down and switch it out with what I have out. So, okay, well, I'm still going to be finishing out the budget book with yesterday's information. And then tomorrow I will start a new page on the budget book. So, all right, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to drink my coffee, and I'll see you back in a few minutes. All right, well, I'm going to start off my New Year's morning with a nice breakfast. I have 2 fresh eggs from my daughter's chickens. I have some Parmesan cheese. I also have some Happy Farms, which is Aldi's cheddar cheese. And here I have some mushrooms and arugula that I cooked so that they wouldn't go bad. So I'm going to make an omelet for myself. I have some butter melting in the pan. I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese to the eggs, just because I think it would taste good. And some pepper. And a little bit of garlic salt. So that will be my omelet part. And then this will be like a veggie omelet. I don't know, I've never tried adding Parmesan cheese to the eggs in an omelet. So it may work, it may not. I don't know. I guess you could add some milk to it and make it a fluffy omelet. Or if you like a flatter omelet, you can just leave it the way it is. So I think I will add a little bit of milk, or you could add water to it. I think I'll add a little bit of milk to it because I have to use up some soy milk that I opened. So I'm going to add just a splash. Not too much. I don't want a real soft omelet. I eat dairy and I also eat plant-based. So, okay, there's that. Now I'm going to heat up my veggies before I add my eggs. I don't know, I haven't had sauteed arugula before, but you could really saute any greens. I'm going to save the rest of these mushrooms for something else. I don't know what yet. Maybe a mushroom Swiss burger, something along those lines. Or I could add them to a soup. All kinds of things. It's kind of nice to pre-cook some veggies and have them available. So I'm just going to saute this up a little bit. And this would be like a spinach and mushroom omelet, very similar. I could add some lunch meat to this, some ham, some vegetarian lunch meat. Very versatile. There's a lot of things you can make with eggs and cheese. So those I would say to always keep on hand. I think that would be a good idea. So just spread that out a little bit and heat it up. And then I'm going to pour my eggs in. Alright, so I think that'll be good. Show you that in the pan. Then I'm going to add my eggs. Sorry about the fooling around here. I'm going to try and make more sense of some of my video equipment and stuff this year. I'm setting up a corner in the living room for my office, which I've kind of had. Not really office, but sort of a filming space, and I don't know. I'll see what I come up with. All right, I'm just going to add the egg over the top and let that cook. So I will be back in a little bit. And I'm going to distribute all the veggies all through the omelet. Now I have my burner on like medium low to give the omelet a chance to cook. And I don't like real brown eggs, so I'm hoping I can do something before this turns real brown. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes and I'll show you my breakfast. All right, here's my beautiful omelet. I'm going to make some potato crowns with this, and that'll be a very nice New Year's Day brunch. So I'll be back. All right, here's my New Year's Day brunch. Over here I have a little bit of homemade pico de gallo from some tomatoes that were going soft. I'm going to put some of that on my omelet. So let's give it a taste. I like tomatoes and salsa on omelets. And I like potato crowns too. So let's see how this tastes. Now, one thing I did notice with putting the Parmesan cheese in with the egg, it did try to stick to the pan a little bit more, but it was doable. All right, let's have a potato with it too. Oh, that's a big bite, but it looks delicious. All right, here we go. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Very delicious. Thumbs up from me. All right, I'm going to eat my breakfast. I'm also using up the ends of the Italian bread. I like the ends. I like the crust part. So I'm going to enjoy this, my New Year's Day brunch. All right, well, that was a delicious brunch. So I can't finish all of it, and some people would throw this away, but I could actually put this on a sandwich, a couple little slices of Italian bread, and these are enough as an accompaniment. So no, I will not throw that away. I have little storage containers that I will put this in, and if I get hungry later for a snack or a light lunch, then I will eat it then. So waste not, what not. All right, here we are back at the budget book. So yesterday I didn't spend any money. Yay. So I ended up spending money on 17 days. That's not good, but it was Christmas time, and I did try to keep it as low spend as possible. And then I didn't spend 14 days. So not the most successful month I've had. Usually I have way more green days than red days. But it is what it is. So that's wrapping up 2023. Now I'm going to purge a lot of the things out of my budget book. And we're back to the January marker. Everything else was put behind, and that's what I do. As the months pass, I put them to the back. I take the whole month, and put it to the back, and then when January comes, it's right there. So okay, it's been a good year. I've saved a lot. I've spent a lot on repairs. My repair list is way smaller than it was. I still have some more repairs to do this year. I need a few more new windows. I need to call a tree service and have a lot of the things taken down around my deck because they're pretty shot, and it's just too shady the way it is now. So I didn't enjoy sitting out there because it was like sitting in deep, deep shade. So I want to change that a little bit this year. Everything is overgrown. Everything went crazy last summer and the summer before as far as growth was concerned. So, and then in the front, I'm going to maybe hire a landscaper or maybe get the family together. I don't know. They're always so busy. And I'm going to take out some of my plants in the front. I have 3 knockout roses that just don't produce any flowers anymore. So they're just leaves and they're ugly looking and have grass growing up in between. So I'm going to take those out, and I'll see which plants I'm going to keep. I may rearrange a few. That's usually what I do. I don't need any new plants. But as plants overgrow, sometimes I just either pull them out or switch things around. So those are my plans for the garden, and I still have all my grow boxes set up in the back. Come the end of February, middle of February, I'll do some winter sowing outside. Keep those seeds out there. And I'm not doing much in the way of indoor gardening. I do want to plant a little bit of lettuce just to use inside, and I do want to make a little grow wall in my living room. I had it there before, but now that the TV's up there, I have to switch things around. So I will be doing that. And probably some of my little indoor Arrow Garden knockoffs. I'll plant a few lettuce and spinach and things like that in there. But all in all, I'm not going to do the tomatoes and the peppers in the house this year. I have too much going on with trying to get my mom settled and trying to get my house in order for that to happen. There's just too much going on. I can't concentrate on that. And buying a few tomato and pepper plants isn't going to break the bank next spring. So anyway, that's my plan. And that's what I want to do with the outside and the garden. Just cut back a little bit and make it simpler for me and the landscapers to keep it neat. I also don't want quite as many pots in the front, and I'm downsizing some of the pots that I used for my garden too, and maybe just planting everything in the grow boxes back there. I don't know. That's a project for the spring. I'll worry about that then. But we gardeners, we always, even during the winter, we have, a garden book that we like to plan in, but I'm cutting way back on the plants that I plant this year. Some of the things I planted, I didn't do anything with. Other things that I planted did well, and I harvested those. So, and some things will be coming back, like the mint and the oregano and some of those other plants. They'll be coming back. So I'll be moving some of that stuff around too. But I don't want my garden to be as intense as it was last year and the year before. Oh my gosh, that was just a bit much. So now that I have it set up the way I want it, it should be much easier. I do want to set up a little bit of a water system out there. I have the kits that I've had in the garage actually for quite a while. I have a potting bench in the garage that's been in there 3 years that I want to put together. And I have a pop-up greenhouse that I'll be setting up. But that'll all be easy things to do. So finally get some of that stuff out of my garage where it belongs in the garden. And hopefully, I'll get it just right. Is it ever just right, or is it always an adjustment? I think it's always an adjustment. You know, Goldilocks doesn't live here. Anyway. All right, well, happy 2024 to all of you. And I'll be back in a little bit. 101 Ways to Simplify Your Life by Candy Paul. Day number 56. Enjoy the weather. Praise the Lord from the earth, you great sea creatures and all ocean depths, lightning and hail, snow and clouds, stormy winds that do his bidding. Psalm 148, 7-8. You can't change the weather, so you might as well enjoy it. The essence of simple living is to enjoy what comes and accept what is. If it's a bright, sunshiny day, have a picnic. If the clouds are pouring down liquid sunshine, get out of your umbrella and waterproof boots and walk in the rain. Enjoying the weather outdoors as it comes reminds you to accept the weather of your interior life too. Some days will be sad and low-key. Just give them to God and do your best. Other days will have a sunnier outlook. Praise God and make the most of them. Go out for a walk with a friend. You'll enjoy good conversation as well as the exhilaration of moving your body in the great outdoors. All right, well, I kind of got this corner that I need to work on. So the TV is up, and I like it, but over here is where I need to redo some things. So I have to rearrange this. I'm going to make this my living plant wall, where I can plant some lettuce and maybe a couple of herbs. So that's going to go there. This shelf is going to go who knows where. And then I need to move a cabinet over here, and these 3 little cabinets I'm going to rearrange somewhere. So I don't know. I have to move some things around and see how it works out and play around with it. So I need to get my living room back in order, because this is a room that I spend a lot of time in, and I want to make sure that it's very calm and simple. So, all right. Hopefully I'll get something done here. Well, I'm beat. It's 5 o'clock, time for dinner. I've been moving furniture around all day. So this is as far as I got. I wanted to keep this chair here because of the desk being here, and it's more comfortable than the stool. So I put that there, and I need to do something with these ring lights yet. I put a grow light on here. I decided to keep the macrame wall hanging. So I put a grow light there. I moved that cabinet over from there to there, and we moved these down a little bit. And then my chair is still here, but it's kind of in the clear now, so that when I have company, it's easy to turn this chair around. So I moved the sofa from over there to over here, and I moved the 2 chairs together. So I think that looks pretty good. I'll have to live with it for a little bit and see. So that's what it looks like, and I am beat. I'm not done yet. So this looks kind of silly, but you know, I need to watch my television, but this will work out just fine. I can swing this chair around, and I still have this mess that I have to do something with, that I'm not sure where it's going to go or if it's going to go. So there it is. That's how I spent my day today. And new year and new day and new configuration. So I think that looks pretty good. So we'll see how it works out. Well, I'm done for the day. I didn't get any Christmas decorations put away, but that'll be a good place for the Christmas tree next year too. So, all right. Be back in a minute to sign off. Here's tonight's dinner. I have Beyond Brat, and I have this brioche bun that I had left. So I had that left over. I had some chili that I turned into soup. I made about a quart of it. This is the second serving. I have some dill mustard from Walmart and some sauerkraut. So I'm going to cut the sausage and what's left and put it in the soup. And then this will be my dinner for tonight, using up what I have. Trying to save some money and not waste any food. All right. I'll be back. All right, my friends, I'm very tired. That was a lot of work moving that furniture back and forth. I tried all different configurations and moved everything around, but at least it's light enough furniture that I can move it, and that's the configuration that looked the best to me. So now I'm going to have a little bit of dinner. I'm just having leftovers, and I'm very glad I have leftovers. And I still have quite a bit of mess to clean up. It seems like every time you do something new, it affects more than one thing. It's like it snowballs. At least that's what I find to be true. So anyway, I just want to finish up the downstairs, and then I'll switch a couple more TVs around. The old TV I had in there I want to put up in the bedroom. Then I'm going to put a little bit bigger TV from the bedroom into the kitchen. So there we have it. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Day. Even though I was working, it feels good to get that all done. So, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. Have a wonderful new year, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share. Thanks for watching.